What's up, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes? We making dicks in Kerbal Space Program. It'll let me.
You're making dicks in Kerbal Space Program. Ian and I are going to be referencing old RPs of the Advent server. Hello and welcome to the Advent podcast, where apparently this guy doesn't even know how to introduce co-hosts. And just calls you out on all your gay bullshit.
Hey,
I think
if anyone's gonna call you out, it's gonna be the gay guy.
Apparently.
It's
Ooh, that's not good. I have a new DM from Shahad. I can't go look at that right now. Where's my phone? There's my phone. Hello, phone. I can look at Discord on you.
Yeah, use the phone. Use the phone. And by the way,
Use the
future
phone,
reference, don't use my actual name. Use my fucking Discord name. God damn.
Yeah, about that, bud. I did put both our Discord names and our real names in the first episode intro. I didn't know you didn't, because I do call you Ian a lot more than I call you Spartan.
You do, and you need to stop that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Bitch.
Fuck it, we're taking the dick shape.
Okay, so yes, Scorp is playing Kerbal Space Program, but he will be here for the conversations.
I will be here for the conversation. I'm playing a very simple game.
So this is a nice little story server, sometimes with sexual theme. Okay, a lot of the times with sexual themes, but also...
Okay, it's almost all sexual themes.
For you, for me, it is intense and crazy.
It's because all anyone wants is to fuck my characters. It's not my fault they made the legendary himbo.
Oh my god, the amount
Fuck you, we all make hot-ass bitches, but I get even more fucking horny
dude.
RP than the rest of you.
That's because I'm depressed, and that shit don't stick.
I'm depressed too, but I still make it fucking work. I know how to dick.
Me when telling my bitch while my dick is hard. I'm still depressed, but I still make it work. Alright. This server has been up for fair.
5-6 years?
No, I'm just trying to do from me. Why in the fuck can I not do from me? Alright, fine. Fucking let's bounce down here to new members.
You gotta do from your Discord name.
I am, but it's not fucking like autofilling like it normally does.
Discord's a bitch.
It really do be.
Perry!
He's Perry!
A platypus?
Perry the platypus! From...
A platypus plumber?
Fucking...
Perry the platypus plumber?
Fucking...
Perry the platypus?
1, 2, 8. Thank God I know my number. Although, what do you mean no result? What in the fuck is wrong with you, Discord search function? Do I have an update?
Since this bitch is failing.
Do I have like an update or something? No? What the fuck is going on? What if I open the member list? Will it start working all of a sudden?
Oh, I broke this fucking search function. Okay, I can't search
No.
based on that on here.
I was gonna help, but it didn't work.
No, I can't look for people. Alright, hold on. Hopefully this will automatically start re-recording the window. It did. Cool. I can't look from people. What the fuck?
Unfortunate.
What the fuck? Okay, I know. The entire premise of this server essentially started with one, Anti was in space in a Voltron knockoff fighting off a Galra knockoff at the perimeter of the world to start with. The Galra have been around longer than the Shintar have, just they've always been background until recently. And by recently, I mean like a year and a half ago now.
Damn, ski.
They're the main villains we're fighting.
As of right now, yeah. Dude, they've really been here for a long ass time. So I guess it would be the Portal channel, because when the world broke, Shadow.
Yeah, it was the Portal.
A Metal Wolf goddess fell through the portal.
Okay, when we say
Um,
no, pause. When we say meta wolf, if anybody has ever heard
January,
of
February,
Aphmau,
March, April, May,
it's the
June,
werewolf from
July,
that series
August,
in essence.
September, October. October 7th,
And if you have, what do you, October 7th of what? What? Huh?
2018.
Yeah, I'm on October 8th of 2018.
From you, all I have is October 7th.
That's the first thing I ever posted?
Yep. First thing you ever posted was in character creation.
The day I made the server. Ian joined, which I did not expect, which means like a day after I made this. That's right, I made this server because all that shit happened.
Bruh, we've been over this already.
Well, no, I thought I
I am
already.
the reason
No.
the server was created,
No,
sir.
I thought I had already had the server set up doing Wolftron shit in it beforehand and then just converted it to be a storyline for that because everybody else got bored and left the server.
Man, I don't know any of these names, but they all wait, so I'm assuming that they ain't here.
Probably not.
Hey, one
no.
of these is a deleted user.
Yeah.
And it took you over a month and a half to get Grimlock in here. 'Cause the first time Grimlock said goodbye to someone was 11/20/2018
Because
at 7:28 in the morning.
at that point I didn't enjoy bots at all, but then I slowly started to realize more and more, oh hey, bots are extremely fucking useful.
They are
So
useful.
let's see, this first story, I wanna talk about a specific battle though. Which battle should we go through? I'm going to scroll away from. Oh, he worked on the cock. Okay, look, if you read any of this, you're going to end up seeing something about somebody sucking somebody's dick at some point, alright? I'm sorry, YouTube, but it's going to happen. It's all in text writing. It's fine. It's not like we're
Yeah,
actually
it's not
doing
like there's
reactions.
any random ass porn.
I'm not going
Switches to the porn
I'm
channel.
not going to the media channels. That is a terrible idea, and we all know why. Not just for the porn, but also the copyright.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be bad.
I'm not paying out my ass for this shit. No, I want to do one of the battles, which I think would be. We could also go talk about one of my personal stories in the DC Marvel mix.
Mm,
Ian and
meh.
I have a personal server based a lot more on IRL shit than anything else. At least for me, it's based more on IRL, but no, this motherfucker's still making up weird ass characters. But it's also like fantasy IRL. Like,
At least they're
I wish this
more.
could happen.
At least they're more down to earth, so more realistic.
Yeah. Like the entire way Auntie got his symbiote, which actually, that is the past of Advent Auntie. The entire way Auntie got a symbiote is he was moving packages at UPS. One of them was a biohazard container that slightly broke open. He breathed in the chemicals, and a symbiote was created from it.
So you mean to tell me that you had this man working your job?
Auntie is me. What are you talking about? He always has been me. Antidote's
You
true
couldn't have given
identity
him
is
like
me.
you couldn't have given him like a better fucking job than UPS?
Did I have a better fucking job than UPS?
No, but this is fantasy.
But it's also like, it's a mix between my daydreams and fantasy of how this character would be played out.
Let's make him work at UPS again.
Technically, he still does.
Well, then give him your current job.
No. That's boring. No.
You gave him your current job at the time.
She gets
Must be
dressed and
random crazy person into the store.
She gets dressed and walks over to him, climbing on his back for a piggyback ride. Is all I see on the screen right now.
Give me a piggyback ride, Daddy. Not until you suck this dick.
At least she got dressed. There's no snail trail on his back. Memorial Field. This is where the Shintar War happened.
Where the final battle happened.
Yeah. So this had been months and months of back and forth battles between Shintar, which is a species that can nullify magical creatures' abilities. So any cryptid or god or anything based on magical power. Now, if you've got your powers through science like a metahuman or it's a natural species ability like the symbiote's copy powers, you are fine.
So wait, you mean to tell me this shit's not gonna work on Runekev?
Nope. However, Antidote has has upgraded the Shintar ore since then to be able to work on scientific beings too. Even the power cups were based off of Shintar ore, but upgraded to work on metahumans as well.
Yes.
But he's not even human. The dude has no DNA. He's just goo.
Doesn't matter. It focuses on the powers. Technically, Anti's suit isn't human either. He's also just a pile of goo.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
But this one's just stem cells. And could, just flood the island if you threw them on him.
A giant army of Shintar troops, mages, slayers. No! Fuck this! Where is it? Where? Wait.
Ah.
The Outer Lands? No, the housing district. The Dragon's hideout. Where's the one where Zilla died? For a second, and the angel came and fixed him.
I think that would have been, what, Fields, Forest?
No, it was the hideout. After about an hour, they fight their way inside to the hideout and clear it out. Rhea looks around for something. She finds a picture of her and her mate and her daughter. She tears up and puts it away in her pocket. She finds a picture of Spartan and Luna. Fuck off. She takes it as well. She finds a picture of Storm, Gray, Kendra, Phoenix, Crystal, and Storm's mates. They look so happy. She finds an old suit of the original Spartan, which is now Blaze, and takes it, putting it on, running out the voltage as a few Shintar into the clearing, and they all take off. This is back when Zilla was still being called Godzilla before leveling up. And then we were like, actually, now he's Godzilla. That thing over there, that's Zilla. That, Godzilla.
Yes.
Godzilla waits outside in full armor, because I forgot I did make him in armor for the Shintar Wars. Shintar walks around the corner of them only to meet the symbiote's jaws. They find it, a reactor, and it's giving off energy. Okay, let's go. Soul takes over again and takes off back to the portal. Back in about an hour. Rumble of a bike engine and the screech of tires as it rolls up. What the fuck? Rhea lands voltage and slides off. She goes inside and finds the place looks ransacked more than it had, but she finds a ruined bed and sits on it. She can hear the rumble of the bike engine and the screech of the tires as it rolls up, because I forgot Lucifer was Legion back then. Had a badass demon armor, and he actually was helping the Shintar fuck our world over, and therefore gave the Rider Spear to somebody to make Dragon Rider.
Yep.
Voltage growls at him, but then stops, and he eventually said, fuck you, I'm gonna be my own guy. Voltage growls at him, but then stops once she smells him and walks over and nuzzles him. Hey girl, he scratches her head, long time no see. This isn't the Rider. She huffs at him, leaning into it. She speaks into his mind. It has been too long. Glad to see you're still alive. Godzilla been nice? He has been really fussy with me after my children. Give him time. Being the king of dragons isn't easy. Luckily, he now has a prince to help him. Because this is when Zilla was born already. Ha 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 ha. He doesn't accept the fact I don't see him as a leader, but a nuisance. I would very much rather stay away from him, but I put up with his attitude for Rhea. Well, you need to accept him as your leader because he could put you down in an instant. Rhea would most likely kill herself after that, so tell your beast to please not command me to do things. It is really irritating. He goes, I'm not the alpha, he is, and you gotta listen to the alpha. He walks inside. She lowers her pistol. Or, the man, curator, walks inside. So, Scorp, I don't know if I've ever told you this. Curator was the original Antidote character that I had used.
Noted.
When Jumanji fell, Shadow and a few others got blasted through the portal. Not many, but a few. Shadow found Advent's Ante, and had him help them reopen the portal to Jumanji and start to go back. When they were there, they found a fuckload of other people. Curator was an antidote that lost his symbiote, but had been bonded to it for so long, he actually kept some of the abilities. That's why he has heightened speed, strength, and agility.
Pause.
Hold on, no, everybody thought that antidote was dead. This RP is him showing Rhea that he's still alive, actually.
Okay. Again, pause. When they had gone through the portals back to Jumanji, there was a whole like temporal function, and this was beforehand, and it was both Zilla and I believe Blaze that dropped through.
Yeah, Blaze came through a little bit later along with Zilla. That means Zilla might have died in the... Because I know some Shintar started coming out. I think I'm correct. I think Zilla did die at the hideout, but I think he died in the Advents version of the hideout, which has now since been moved to real estate. And I don't know. First of all, I don't know where the fuck the new hideout. There it is. I don't know if the doc fully saved. Request access.
Oh, right. Yeah. The old thing that I
No,
used to
where's the
use,
new one? Where's the new one?
I haven't made them.
Why?
You're gonna have to get the HTML.
What's the
You can request it from the main server. You just gotta find it. I named them after the channels.
Well, this is slightly dysfunctional, isn't it?
What is command?
Fucking question mark view archives, I think.
Perhaps.
All one word or a space?
All one word.
Nope.
Gotta get ready for work. I don't want to.
Okay, game. What the fuck are you doing?
Which bot is it?
Why?
It's the chat archive bot. Duh. It is definitely not question mark, let me tell you.
Holy crap, I don't know what happened to my game here.
What did you do?
I don't know, it's just suddenly really fucking slow.
How did you break it is now the question. Castle, you don't have work tomorrow, do you? No, you do.
No,
No,
I
he doesn't.
don't.
What?
Tomorrow is Thursday. No, I don't.
Is that why you're staying up so late?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't start work till Friday.
Nice. So we got the vibes this evening.
The fact
You
that I
just-
have to Alt F4 this.
Okay. Alright, let's see. It would be... It's V archive. Yes, V archive space archive name, which would be new dash hideout. File not found on this server. Oh
What the fuck?
no. Oh no. Can I find it in the real estate server then? How do I view the archive list? Oh, that is how. This is bad.
Yes, it is, Castle. If you've lost
I
data,
didn't do
my
this.
friend.
This was him, motherfucker.
I didn't lose it. I only did it on the ones that had text in them.
So
If
you
it
lost
ain't
it.
in there, there was no text in it.
Found it. Come on. Okay. Alright, we're going through it now.
Ayo.
The bathroom, control room, dining, entrance, gym, hangar. I think any channel that I've deleted will no longer work. Nope, that's the hideout. Did you make it? Did you actually make it the name? Or...
Should be. I named them all after the channel.
So did you type out the name yourself then?
Yeah.
That is why you did not put new hideout, you just put hideout. That is problem here.
Hmm.
Now the question is, do I actually have to include those brackets when I do this?
I believe so.
Because normally you don't.
Forewarning, viewers and audience, I apologize for any loud sounds that may ensue in the next hour and a half.
Expand, motherfucker.
I unfortunately cannot
It
apologize
might send
for
it to your DMs.
It did, but I have it.
Yeah, because I think I have them all. No, actually, I don't have them all. Not
It's a
anymore. I'm on my alt account.
It's a motherfucking HTML file.
Yes, download it, click it, it'll take you into your browser.
Hello there.
Goodbye there.
No, I got it. I have it. Sort of. 3,420 archived messages. Did we really message a new hideout that much? Man, we haven't touched that hideout in
Yes,
like
we
2
did.
years. Your species hated mental connection with another young male laughs. Oh yes, this is we have the male race as well. Lowest level of Vantarex who aren't high in physical power but mental so as to compensate. The Vantarex, that's 22. Oh, you gotta
Stop
start
tapping.
at the bottom. Yeah, no, for fuck's sake. You gotta start at the fucking bottom and go
Yes.
up.
Yep.
It's stupid.
Boring.
It's so
Boring.
foggy. Castle?
Yeah,
It's so foggy.
Yeah, there's still a dense fog warning up on my PC and on Alexa.
So what I'm hearing is this the perfect night for some shit to be out on the interstate with me?
My sister actually texted my mom and goes, "Hey, I don't feel safe driving home. Can you come pick me up?" And did.
Huh.
Yes. Okay, so I have the messages. Jesus Christ.
Again,
All around
viewers, I
you, but
apologize
around
for the
them.
beeping.
Why? Why did you make this? It's in the middle of nowhere. Safety. For Shadow. Shadow said safety. Want to help me out to a bed? Oh yeah, she picks her up with ease, lays her in bed. Thanks, I'm going to sleep till I wake up. Probably falls asleep, blah 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 blah. Walks out rubbing her eyes. Amra!
Huh.
She hops off the dragon. You guys can come in. Amra moans in great pain. Phoenix and Crystal run inside from the bushes, and Siri and Kira drop from the roof. Storm follows them inside. Spartan walks outside with voltage. Man, our RP organization has gotten so much better.
It was utter chaos back then, yeah. Then again, it has been like, what, 5 years?
This is 2018, so yes. Yes, it was.
Is today? Third. Yeah.
Like reading from the bottom up.
Oh, the
Like what
fog
you
is
see?
so
No.
fucking bad.
See, we were still looking for me. Hey, little one, what's your name? Why won't my W
What?
key work? What the fuck? Oof. Calm down. No one here will hurt you. Don't
Oh
block the
my
door.
God.
Where the fuck is it? Come on. Come on.
This fog is so bad. Holy shit.
Come on. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? I know he dies. Where is it? It was cool. Where did he die at? Come on. Come on. Come on. Death.
He
Come
died to 2 Zilla Slayers, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. One.
And I thought it was 2.
Just one.
Because
Searching.
wasn't he tag teaming with Blaze?
Why in the fuck can I not search this? Trying to search this and it won't let me search. Frequently asked questions. Why is my search function not working? No thanks, I'm not joining that fucking server for it. And now I can't go backwards. Are you fucking shitting me? Take me back to the hideout. Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are fitty. Take me
The girls have titties.
down. Hello? I really just cannot search it like that. Fuck me, dude.
Not my type.
You say that now, but...
I say that now because you're not my type and you never will be. Sorry, Your charisma stat's not fucking high enough, bud.
It shall be raised. Goddamn, this is when red was still RPing.
Yeah, it was. Fucking Red has like almost stopped any and all Discord.
Dude, I kind of kicked him, I think,
Shenanigans.
last I checked. I haven't heard from him in
Probably
like
did,
3
but-
years.
Yeah, we haven't spoken to him in a while.
I still got him on PS Plus though, or PlayStation, not PS Plus, just PlayStation. This is probably the
I mean,
most
I haven't-
uninteresting fucking podcast, not gonna lie.
Just left. Or
Nobody left.
I heard that better.
Oh, you did. I did not. Scorp did in fact leave them.
Why did he leave us?
I don't know. He's just restarting his PC.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, so
His
fuck
game
it.
broke
We
that
will go
badly.
back into the mystical land of Jumanji here. Fuck Godzilla's death, it doesn't matter.
At one point, Blaze fights a group of minotaurs and fucking dies, turning into a pile of ash. Similar to how a phoenix would. And I believe at this point, if she was to die again, wouldn't they be able to res her with the quintessence again? Gavel?
I'm reading. What?
It said at one point we had Blaze fucking die and turn into a pile of ash.
Yeah, and then we responded.
Yeah.
But you didn't
Couldn't
have to
we-
cut me off!
Couldn't we technically at this point revive her again if something were to happen? Just toss her back into quintessence?
No, she's already been infused with it once, it won't work a second time.
Meaning it would have to be some type of Titan magic to revive her.
I fuck with that music though.
What, the music in the background?
Yeah.
I'm vibing with it too.
You know what to
Pretty
do when the
good.
time comes, are you sure? Yep, just like any mom. Her stomach rumbles. I want tacos. Can you, contact everyone? I want to have the kids here in Jumanji. Aren't you the one who can summon them? This is after the war.
Tacos. Everybody wants tacos. What do I want for snack? So I'm at. I'm not feeling pizza.
Chandeliers on the opposite couch. So, as they break through the dimensional barrier, Auntie releases Blaze's dust into the quintessence field, hoping for a miracle. And then, all of a sudden,
I don't need it back.
I see people in my mind's eye, but I can't do anything. I see my pack members. They have children. It appears they have done well. I wish I was there. Maybe they don't need me. I feel weightless. If this is really the afterlife, it's rather boring. Wait, what's that? Oh no. I want to help, but I can't move. No. Just end the fight already. You're hiding something. Just use it already. I can't watch all of you die. I don't have a way to turn, so I can't watch. No! Her body starts to reform, slow, but coming back. A set of armor starts to form.
I didn't know what you were doing for a moment, and then then I realized, oh yeah, you're reading fucking Blaze's moments of reawakening for a
Yep.
minute, and then her slow trembling, like realm trembling rise into power.
Yeah, I don't remember what she was watching though, and I can't exactly go and correlate it because I don't know what fucking channel
She
it
was
on.
she was watching the final fight of just everyone slowly getting picked off.
A
And she's
set of
like,
armor.
I can't help. I can't do anything. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Why am I watching this? Why is this being shown to me?
A set of armor
Antidote-
starts to form, drawing immense
Hold on.
power.
Antidote fucking he sped himself so fast he evaporated out of existence.
Welcome back, Scorp, and I know. A set of armor starts to form, drawing immense power. 3 weapons as well, an axe, a hammer, and a sword. I will not let this
Those were his
go
3
any
originals.
further. There's sparkling in the portal. The armor and weapons fully form. You Shintar bastards have gone far enough. This is my planet. You remember that? Remember that from Transformers 3?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I do.
Her voice box had formed, and she lets out a booming, screeching roar. Her wings start to form, and so does her tail. She is enraged and begins drawing in energy at an extremely alarming rate, to the point that she glows. She isn't going to let these Shintar fucks take her planet.
God, we were so disorganized and dysfunctional.
Is that
And yet,
Scorp
looking
giggling
back
in the
on it, it's
background
so
too?
great.
Let's be
can't tell
real,
if
you're all
Scorpion-
still disorganized and dysfunctional.
You'd be surprised. We're a lot better than what we used to be. It's sad.
That doesn't mean that you're not still disorganized and dysfunctional.
I'm more organized than the fucking hairs on my ball sack, thank you. I don't
He's
know
got
where
a
that
bald
one
spot
came
there.
from. Don't.
I mean, yeah, that would mean that you'd have grown some.
Oof. Oh.
The armor and weapons draw in all the energy they need at once. Blaze's body forms more, and the elements all flow around her. Her eye color was that of the rainbow itself. She is the harbinger of the Shintar's destruction, and bringing the fury of the universe down upon them. You want to take over a place and rule over all? Then rule in hell. Her ears are bigger, and the black and red is tipped with silver and gold. Her tail has the markings of the true gods, her wings the same markings, lines form in her eyes. Her lateral lines gain color, her image blurs a bunch, and her face is distorted in pure rage. A single tear runs down her face for antidote. Yeah.
It was antidote.
That's when
I
she
told
yells
you. I
no.
told you. Yeah.
No one else will die today. This is where they take the planets back, hopefully sending a message that the people of the universe won't take being held captive as a small thing. They will always fight back. The weapons and armor have the same markings she does now. She yells, and it doubles up several times over. Her eyes start glowing.
She ended up breaking through the barrier.
Dude, out of character, you said tribute to him, mate. I have tears in my eyes from writing this.
I really did though.
Scorp,
Like
I swear to fuck.
Is he laughing?
No, he's doing the shit again.
Stop, fucking weirdo.
This is
Would you
not
prefer
where
I
we
sound like a
fall.
wet turkey going down a hallway?
I prefer you shut the fuck up.
I mean, I'm still
No,
listening.
we don't need wet turkey running down a hallway. Get the fuck out of here, Skulker.
Dude, sometimes I just say such raw lines that I surprise myself.
Yeah.
I prefer you shut the fuck up. Like, goddamn.
That was like a full verbal attack, bro. It was just
This is not where we fall. This is where we rise. A bunch of words and not an actual language. She starts gaining buffs, speed, strength, power, and magic. Her mouth opens and she lets out a roar. Her canines elongate into fangs. Her eyes become sharper in focus. A dragon's gauntlet appears on her armor. It has a stone in it. Say nothing, it will never be used again. After this is only decoration, will hold no power. It's white and shines like a falling star. Her outfit changes, now with one long sleeve and one that is gone. It's a cloak as well, and her pants only go halfway down her lower legs, so technically they are shorts. She does not have shoes. Her face turns more regal, becoming... I shan't shart my pants. I shan't shart my shants. Becoming pretty instead of cute, her body looks more along, better developed. She got bigger boobs. Black streaking lines go down her arms and legs and on her face. On her wings are gold and purple. They all change colors rapidly. The air around her vibrates violently. Her power continues to climb. She yells from the amount. It hurts a bit, but it's to stop the bastards keep trying to take her home. The power reaches a barrier in her, and it shatters. A second armor appears, black and demonic. She spreads her wings and her arms to the side, taking in more. Her hair changes from black to a dark blue. Very dark. One of her eyes change to pure gold, and the elements around her start to spin faster. Jesus Christ, come up with a fucking character design already, Ian. Fuck.
No.
I call to the legend itself.
I actually do. I do have a set character design.
Shinrei, god of the universe and time, give me the will to tear my enemies to shreds. Her power explodes more and starts reaching a boiling point. Her skin hardens, her hands grow claws. She is ready to exit. She starts forward or as forward as she can go. She vanishes from sight, moving faster than anything, almost teleporting. Anime song. She appears again, but further away. This isn't right. She should be closer. She realizes something. She can't just get there. She has to force her way into the world. So she releases a bit of energy, ripping the fabric of reality. And now
And
we
there she
jump back
goes.
about an hour.
Yep.
Our RP time. A giant army of
Yeah.
Shintar troops, mages, slayers, monsters, all Shintar, march towards the city. It seems every Shintar on the planet is there, led by a dark demonic creature. Legion, on the opposite side, stands Legion. On the opposite side stands the Resistance, all of it. From the Pack to Anti's crew, now named the Cure, and Wolftron, already formed. A monster forms in the back behind the Shintar, as tall as Wolftron. The Dragons and Zilla stand behind the Resistance as a last resort. Ryder is in the front lines on his bike, already on fire. Spartan and Ceres Pack are there, minus a few people. Spartan and Ceres flying above, Void and Soul with them. All the powerhouses ready for combat, ready to pull some evilly sneaky, dirty combat moves. This was after Anti went and made a charm for everybody to wear that nullifies the pheromone effects of the Shintar. So everybody is at like 75% power. 75%. It was not full nullification.
So 75% is fucking powerful.
Yeah.
Especially
Spartan looks
for
out.
having Soul Spartan in it there.
Spartan looks out over the Shintar and his power sparks. Anti yells out, "Protect the cities at all protect the city at all costs. Don't let it fall." Wolftron begin. Holy fuck, my dyslexic is vocal too. Son of a bitch.
Hold on. Was it Wolftron or was it Dragmus?
It was
Dragmus
Wolftron.
was there too.
Dragmus did not exist yet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Continue.
Wolftron begins to move towards the giant beast. The two. Actually, I'm pretty sure at this point it was either Anti or Anti. No, I think Anti was still piloting Black Lion at this point, or the Black Wolf at this point.
Yes.
You know what's fucked up? Whenever I go and watch Voltron now, I want to be like, hey, it's the Black Wolf. Wait a second. Nope, that's a lion. Because I've done Wolftron more than I've seen Voltron at this point.
Yeah. Continue.
It has been 6 years of Wolftron. It kind of got stuck. The two groups begin running at each other, full-on in-game style, before in-game even came out. Shadow puts on her armor. Yeah, I was first. Fuck
We
you.
had some good shit.
I don't even think Infinity Ward come out yet, actually, because this is February 4th,
No, it
2019.
It hadn't come out yet. We took our own shit and made it happen. I say that.
Nope,
eventually we took inspiration from us.
Infinity War was released. It came out April 27th, 2018. Endgame released April 26th, 2 days before a full year. So this was still before Endgame.
Yes.
So fuck you, we were still first. Shadow puts on her armor. Shadow summons her Shadow God armor and jumps into the crowd, slaying them left, right, front, and center. Amra uses her magic to keep any heavy projectiles like magic or explosives away. The rider drives through literal swarms of enemies, burning them all to dust as he makes contact. Iron Man flies through the skies, flies through the battlegrounds, blasting anything he can land a target on. Hulk smashes shit, mainly big machinery and vehicles. Curator throws his shield, letting it bounce off of several people, full minutes before it comes back as he fistfights them. Spartan roars in answer. Siri, Void, and Soul do the same. Their powers combine and they throw their hands forward. Energy blasts out and incinerates a line of You said Snintar.
Okay. Look, I wasn't worried about typos then.
Ooh, goddamn, I just got like 4 cracks on my back with one push. That felt fucking fantastic.
Okay, sidetracks.
Too late. My phone just buzzed. No. Okay.
Continue.
Make me. And incinerates a line of Snintar. They break formation and their armors appear. They smash into the Shintar. God damn it, we're already at 40 minutes. This is going to be another 2-hour podcast. Fuck. They smash into the Shintar. Xeno and her group slam into a large Shintar, Rhea and Voltage roar and take to the sky. The Shintar are taken by surprise at the overwhelming force at first, but quickly regroup and amp up their powers, making everyone except for Hulk, Rider, and Curator weaker. As Hulk was an experiment, Rider is a demon, and Curator is not supernatural. That should have worked on Rider, technically, but they... Oh no, because they weren't able to use their power on Hell people anymore after Legion joined. Their firepower increases as they bring in tanks and shit, hoping to wipe out the resistance. Spartan and Syrian Soul and Void are handling a Zilla Slayer on their own. It can't hit them without being hit by another. Acno drops on a Zilla Slayer and takes its head off, turning to 2 others in roaring, breathing fire. Being as big as Zilla really helps. Stella sits on top of Acno, glowing and firing spells in every direction. Kirby sucks up a bomb that some random Shintar dropped and turned into Bomb Kirby. God damn it, Red.
So it wasn't Bomb Kirby, it was Burpee.
The fire does little damage to the fireproof beings. As their power begins to decrease, so does their size. Form sword! On our way to the Robeast we can deal with the Slayers, calls out Auntie. The Cure go through, slaying anyone they can, but are getting tired out quickly from the effort of using their powers with their dampeners. The Cure were all of my characters in this, by the way. He gives a maniacal demon laugh as he races through the horde, slaying most of them on his way to Legion. Well, I wasn't telling you, I was telling Scorp, because he don't know. He can't even see this server.
Well, I'm still nodding. Yes.
Scorp, are you still there?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying?
He vibing.
Yeah.
Right. Red punches in his Bayard to form the sword. Spartan breaks off from the group, going cloaked and flying over the Legion. The Legion or Legion?
The Legion.
Okay. Dropping random
Like the
explosives.
army.
Dropping random explosive grenades, bombs, whatever is on his armor. Acno's tail sweeps around and begins a platoon of Shintar and brings a platoon of Shintar to a broken death. No, I just realized I was very suddenly out of breath. Void, being experimented on, has no loss of power and powers up, flying up and diving. Come get me, motherfucker! He flies into the ground, sinking into it and is seemingly gone, except he left a crater that knocks several Shintar back. Every once in a while, Shintar gets pulled into the ground. Tremors looking ass.
The closer I get to work, the fucking denser the fog gets.
Yeah, no, it's bad, dude. It's been bad all fucking day. It was like that when I drove our buddy to court. I'm not gonna dox him.
Yeah, no.
Legion throws
Get
up a
DDoS,
shield.
bitch.
Legion throws up a shield over most of himself, 1 or 2 bombs hitting, but not doing much damage as the Shintar viruses march on. I fucked up spelling forces, but this is also when I was still on my phone, so I was having a lot more typos back then.
Yeah.
The platoon that Acno's tail killed was an illusion, and she is jumped. The small piece of ground that Void is in is lifted into the air, along with him, suspending him there. As Wolftron's sword forms, the beast tackles the bot and pins it. Ryder gets close to Legion and jumps, tackling him. Look into my eyes. He grabs Legion's skull and stares into his eyes. Legion begins laughing. I have no soul to burn, Ryder. He throws Ryder off and pins him, turning him back to human forcefully. The Cure team begins getting pummeled and knocked down. The only one who's really protected is Curator, but even he is in the fetal position, being kicked and pounded. Even Hulk was being overrun, blasted down by multiple mages and slayers. The Dragon Brigade and Godzilla also being overrun. That's right, Zilla had like fucking 13 dragons backing his ass.
I believe he had Rhea and Voltage on his ass as well, because they were like the only ones equal in power to him.
Sirius, Soul, and Spartan are getting pounded, not in the fun way. Rhea and Voltage get brought down and pummeled, not in the fun way. Void tries everything, casting spells and throwing power glowing purple, but he gets brought down as well. Acno gets pummeled and hides Stella, not in the fun way, keeping her protected. Only way to her is for Acno to be killed, not happening anytime soon. Red slices the beast's hand, its right one to be exact. Skipping all the out of chat shit. The beast's hand heals and knocks into Wolftron again. Auntie calls out, "Into wolves!" As the wolves break up, they are pinned to the ground. The black wolf's mouth opens and something incredulous happens. Auntie is on the edge of the battlefield. There he stands there. He stands there, in a T pose, and slowly at first, but faster as it happens more, a goo begins to cover and corrupt everyone and everything, resistance and Shintar alike. They get split back up into their separate groups, and the symbiote gets off all of them and reattaches to Auntie. He then begins to flash around the world. All anyone can see is slight flashes of blue lightning here and there in different crisscross patterns.
This is where
Shut up!
this is where
Siri,
Blaze
shut
is
up!
starting to amp up.
Siri and Spartan look like they are breaking heavy. Solar is up in the air with his Gundams. Void coughs hard. Rhea and Voltage look ready to tear into everything. So basically, what Auntie did is just he covered the entire
He
battlefield, separated everybody back where they were at the beginning, reformed his symbiote, and then just took off. Void
Yeah.
coughs hard. Rhea and Voltage look ready to tear into everything. Acnologia?
Yeah, it was Acnologia.
Jesus. Send Stella back to the city. She makes it, and everyone else just watches.
Because I didn't know what else the fuck to do there, so I
I
just
don't
had
even
to
remember who the fuck Omega is.
Omega. Omega was he was one of the guys that was RPing with me heavily.
Yeah, he's a mod, but like, Red tries to move the wolf, but can't. He is somehow stuck. Both my characters and the wolf stay inside. As the blue flashes zippy them? What? I think that was a fucking autocorrect
Flash is
typo.
zipping past them.
As the blue flashes by them, they can feel an increasing their strength. They were slowly getting their powers back. If anyone were to look closely at Auntie, they could see a bit of orange on his body. Spartan stands up and sparks madly, his power surging. The people around him back up. Siri does the same thing, except the ground rumbles around her. Soul jumps up and his energy rises. Spartan slams his fists together, his armor shifting and looking like real dragon skin. Game over. He tilts his head, popping his neck. The cure begins to glow, and Shadow raises an undead army. That's right. She was like part necromancer, part shadow control.
Yeah.
She's weird.
Yeah.
She's weird, but she's
She was
fucking
weird, but
badass
she was powerful.
because she's a goddess.
I believe by now in the server she can handle a mid-range Titan by herself.
Probably. I just haven't used her in fucking ages.
Doesn't need help to fight the motherfucker.
Amra's eyes turn bright blue. Curator just takes a fighting stance. Hulk roars, and the rider's in a fist and chain fight with Legion. Rhea's body glows and sparks. She and Voltage turn into pure lightning. Red gets out, and his eyes turn red, an orange flame in his. So I will say, Scorp must really be enjoying this, because he hasn't said a damn word.
I am.
No,
enjoying
he
this.
hasn't.
We have badass final battles. It's the ones leading up to that are a little dicey.
Yeah, that is true. The ones leading up to it are always garbage.
I'm gonna look for another specific one in a minute. Soul waves.
Oh.
Well, after this one, I'm gonna look for a specific one. It's the one where it's either Blaze or somebody else goes insane in the inner streets of the city, and Auntie reveals the fact that he still has a rider.
Oh, that, yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Started
It
out
was
with Spidey.
good.
It started out with Spidey, I think.
It did, and Spider-Man just couldn't slow her down.
Soul waves his hand and shields raise quickly, stopping half the blast, his body glowing like a star or a solar flare. Ha 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 ha. You literally put in the OOC XD. Ha 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 ha. So funny. Oh.
Ha 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 ha. I thought it was funny.
Okay, so I'm going to explain this to anybody that's never done RP. Anything that is italicized is actions. Anything not italicized or in quotes is talking. Sometimes it's a thought. It depends on the RP person. But the biggest thing that transfers from every RP player to every other RP player is the fact that if it's italicized, it is an action.
Yes.
So, I mean, like, if you're trying to read this with me and you're like, how the fuck, what the fuck? It's italicized or actions or world event, like what a DM would be like, oh yeah, so this mountain starts moving. And anything
However,
not
if
is
it
words
is,
or thoughts or something else.
If it is emboldened and italicized, it's someone shouting or something or other.
Not necessarily.
Or a spell
because
being cast.
don't forget, I used to use, before we had the bot, the brackets. I would still use brackets, and sometimes those brackets were bold. Hulk's brackets were
Fair
boldening
enough.
his text, so not necessarily. The thing that transfers from every RP user to every other RP user is italicized for actions. That's the only thing that transfers to everybody.
Yeah. All right, continue.
Okay. His body glowing like a star or a solar flare. His armor shifts and his mech folds around him. Vilkas.
Vilcus.
That's just it. All you did was Vilkas. There was no action for him, no name, nothing. Just Vilkas. Spartan braces and
Dude.
blasts forward, catching fire and breaking Shintar. Ciri lets out a shrill roar and is surrounded by her own personal blizzard. Void makes himself covered in dark energy like a black hole.
So at that time, Solar and Void were my two strongest characters, other than Blaze. But that was entirely because of RP reasoning. Void is dead, and I have a new Solar.
I just found an old image apparently, and
Oh.
I sent it to Scorp. I'll send it to you in a bit. It's fucking Doomslayer Ghost Rider.
Oh.
Neat.
Not only does he wish destruction upon hell, and he is the Doom Slayer, but he is also the Doom Rider, meaning he is going to take vengeance.
I mean, technically, it was all for revenge, anyways.
The
Really
dragons
was.
roar, the dragons roar, and the armies charge at each other. They take on the larger monsters, tag teaming them. Curator Shield bashes his way through a line of enemies. Curator Shield bashes, not Curator Shield. Curator Shield bashes his way through a line of enemies, disappearing into the crowd. Amber knocks over hordes of enemies with a simple blast. Shadow swings her sword, slaying multiple Shintar at a time, and her skeleton army making quick work of large groups. The rider gets his jaw dislocated before being able to reattach it. And before being able to reattach it, it is flung into the air. Or the rider is flung into the air, my bad. And his whole body is now surrounded in an orange glow, his lightning turning white. This is why I've become a lot more descriptive in the RPs that I do, sometimes going into too much detail, because back then I didn't know what the fuck I was saying rereading.
No.
I'm gonna need more Pepsi. Not sponsored. Please sponsor me.
Yeah.
Dude, I've talked about Pepsi so much on this channel. There's literally a Fortnite bit one day where I was like, alright, I'm gonna drop on this gas station. I want to go and get myself a 32-ounce Pepsi. Not sponsored. Please sponsor me. Like, every single time I say all that.
It has become a running joke on your channel.
More so than,
The
hey,
day
I got
that
a
you
pot
have... Yeah. The day that you have enough subscribers to get a sponsorship deal,
I hope
I
it's
swear
Pepsi.
to God, if Pepsi does not fucking reach out to you,
I need it to be
if
Pepsi.
Pepsi doesn't reach out to you, there's
I'll
going
reach
to
out
be
to
a war.
I'll reach out. I'll just message and be like, hey, yo, look, so like, I talk about you a lot on my channel because you're literally all I fucking drink all day every day. Somehow I'm not fat and dead yet. Sponsor question mark?
You've been giving Pepsi to children?
Without boiling it? Kira and her giant dragon mech land and she tears into several Zilla Slayers. The flashes become more visible, a bright orange and white light that's blinding to watch. They can hear sizzling on the comms. The Shintar give a chant and their weapons charge from militia to heavy weapons. Change from militia to heavy weapons. Fuck you, dyslexia. Automatic rocket launchers, heavy laser blasters. The Slayer's sword turns to that of fire. The Rider and Legion are neck and neck. Legion with a chain around his neck, Rider with his fire low. Because, you know, fire, it's basically like Charmander, that's fire is his health bar. Spartan lets out a battle cry and it sounds like an angry dragon. He opens his face plate and sucks the fire off of the Zilla Slayer's blade, confusing it. Seriously, that's fucking terrifying.
What,
just pink, just gone. Even if I wasn't a Zilla Slayer, I'd still be like,
that
what
was
the
the
fuck?
most.
Really?
That was probably the most terrifying thing I have ever made Mortal Spartan do. That is the most terrifying thing outright he has ever done. is suck the fire from a demon creature's blade.
Ceres' blizzard is starting to die out. Solar is firing lasers of pure energy out, making himself more tired in the process. Rima turns into a Zilla Slayer, but half the size due to being tired and losing energy. The fire on the sword relights, and I told you to leave it, and you said fuck. Red started getting like super into like NASCAR and shit, and the more he got into NASCAR, the less he fucking RP'd.
Yeah.
Red sets up an
He's
orange
watching
dot.
NASCAR and drinking beer.
Red sets up an orange dot just in case any of them get too close while slashing through a bunch of them. Screaming can be heard on the intercoms from Auntie as the white flash appears again. It bursts into a spectacle of white, orange, and blue energy, sending out shockwave that knocks everyone within 100 feet back. It shoves Zilla over and roars out in a crying manner. Ryder gets sent over to the explosion via a giant punch. He gets hit at the peak of the explosion, knocking him on top of Zilla. He smiles and pushes his energy into the beast. Godzilla roars as his body is surrounded in purple and blue flames, turning him into a skeleton. I forgot I did that.
Pause. I forgot you did that too, because that's fucking horrifying.
And your first response wasn't even a, ooh, Godzilla Dragon Rider? No, it was, wait, did Auntie just die? And my response was, I'm about to fucking cry. Red goes, oh
Fucking
my god. Omega goes, what's going on?
the most terrifying thing in existence is a Doomslayer rider riding on Zilla from the 1999 movie.
That's not what my rider looked like. He had a trench coat, don't forget.
Yeah.
It's also 1998, not 1990. 1990 was still
1998.
Toho. That was the
I said 1999.
that was the cartoon.
Well, it's still the same Zilla.
Spartan gets knocked over from the blast and he goes still. Then has a burst of rage. He shifts and turns into a dragon. He screams Antidote's name because I'm not screaming. My parents are asleep. He has actually, they're only asleep for another 2-ish hours before Nick has to get up for school. He has a firestorm around him. He slams into a Zilla Slayer, knocking into 2 others. He roars and makes the Shintar back up in surprise. Ceres screams and ice shoots from her, spearing Shintar in a 30-foot radius. Solar drops from the air and onto the ground behind everyone, out cold. Red looks shocked, standing there, shaking. His powers switching around from fire to shadow, he looks upset and pissed. His eyes are closed and something slowly forms around him. And we're just like, come on, Red, more. It looks like ashes. Something is going on with Red, and a massive aura is felt. Curator still isn't seen. The rest of the team is recovering. The new flaming Ridezilla rushes at Legion, flames shooting from his nose. The Shintar are also recovering, unsure of what happened, and begin blasting again. Spartan brings down...
I started blasting.
Right. Spartan brings down a Slayer, making the ground shake. Siri pounds her fist into a Shintar's face. There's a loud clap of thunder. And the thunder rolls.
You ever get thunder punched?
The portal sparks red in the distance. The portal sparks and a shockwave is sent through the ground. It sparks black and green. For now, it seems like a fair fight. Everything need doing equal damage. Take out the need.
Yes.
Everything's doing equal damage. The Cure Mini's Curator was battling hard and tiring quickly, as was everyone in the field. Most were in hand-to-hand with the powerhouses using their magic, mages against demigods, mortals against aliens. There was blood, sweat, and tears everywhere. Ridezilla manages to scoop up Legion and bite him in half, killing him quickly.
Goodbye, Legion.
So Lucifer is not Legion. I forgot I killed Legion. Legion was just Lucifer's, like, lieutenant or something. I remember he was, like, right the fuck up there.
Yeah.
The Rider and the Lizard began battling some of the drop ship and transports coming in. Spartan uses the Earthshake to his advantage and pushes a Zilla Slayer into a lake, vanishing underwater with it. His tail lashes out and grabs a second one, pulling it in as well.
Yeah, he for real said, get over here! He took them underwater to rip them literally to pieces. So, as far as we know, there is a There is a lake in the Jumanji server that has 2 dead Shintar in it.
Probably decomposed by now, but I bet their scales would still be laying there along with their sword.
The skeletons, maybe.
Yeah, Spartan explodes out of the water, grappling with both Vizilla Slayers, firing black flames from his mouth, pure dark fire. His eyes are glowing red, not normal for Spartan. Not at all. He was more peaceful after his fight with Ryder. So you posted not ATR all, and like ATR was at the end of the line, so I had to like proofread before I fucking said the word.
You're good. You're good.
You and I fight about his physical changing power. Rima gets pummeled.
Yeah.
Not in a fun way. Another rumble goes through the ground as the portal sparks purple. The ashes turn white. This one's from Red. The ashes turn white and turn into shards. It covers Red in what seems like to be a shell, like an egg. A lot of power is emanating from it as it glows. After a while, the shell explodes, and shell pieces fly in every direction, while a massive shockwave happens. The shockwave knocks most people down, unless you're named Godzilla, and the shell pieces hit Shintar, causing them to bleed out. Spartan roars and tumbles with the 2 Slayers. A third one joins. Siri blasts Shintar, incinerating them. She freezes the floor around her, making them slip so her tail can stab them. There's another shockwave with a roar. My hand is swelling. I need to take this ring off before it gets too bad. Okay.
Oof.
There's another shockwave with a roar. Something is coming, and it's powerful. The sky sparks above them. Rima gets up roaring. She turned into a Shivarian dragon, about the size of Voltage, and begins tearing into a Shintar platoon. Rhea and Voltage swoop down to assist her. I could really go for some barbecue chips right now.
Is it because you hear me eating Doritos?
No, I don't give a fuck about your Doritos. I've been wanting barbecue chips for like an hour and a half. But like, the more I go through the story, the more I want barbecue chips.
You're probably eating barbecue chips at the time of RPing.
I think I was at work or school for most of this, actually.
I think it was school.
I think it was both. That's why I said work or school. Oh my
And then
god.
there's me not having a.
Thank God that's
not
your
having a
finger,
life.
because as I was scrolling down, it just kind of looked like a dick pic for a second, but it's just you holding one of your toys minifigure weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was about to
You
have
got
to
panicked.
like, yeah, I was like, oh, is that a dick? No, it's a
You're
finger.
like,
Thank God.
demonetized.
Not even
Yeah, banned from
demonetized,
YouTube.
completely pulled from YouTube, yeah. Spartan changes back
Really
and goes on
sorry,
an
Castle.
absolute rampage. A new weapon appears in his hands. He spins it and slices several Shintar to pieces. His eyes are glowing white. He's expending an immense amount of power, like when they first met Blaze. He looks to be tiring, but he does not stop. Tearing into a large Shintar like paper, bringing it down quickly, he is aiming to get to the main person here, a Shintar who is about as large as him, but giving orders. The Shintar meets him and clashes weapons. They start fighting evenly on the field, neither backing down, but neither landing hits. Ice spreads around Spartan. He roars and slams his palms into the ground, making the ice spread faster and spike, catching fire and sparking. The Shintar slams his weapons down and shatters it. Siri joins him and they try to bring the Shintar down, but there's now a circle of Shintar around them as they fight him. The Shintar hits Siri with enough force to crack her faceplate, and she hurls through the field, crashing to a stop in a heap behind their lines. Where the fuck is Iron Man in all of this? I had him post once, and then he just vanished.
He's probably jerking off in a corner somewhere. I don't know.
I'm prepared to lose a few with you.
God damn it.
Spartan roars with rage, becoming pure energy, fire, ice, water, electricity, earth, and air. This person just harmed his mate, and he wasn't having it. And he wasn't taking failure as an answer. The Shintar thrusts his weapons into Spartan. He laughs, and the ground around him cracks and rumbles. He lashes out with his tail and slams, fuck.
English, Castle, English.
He lashes out with his tail and slams the Shintar across the battlefield. Spartan appears next to him again, but isn't pure energy. He gets slammed by the Shintar and sent into a building in the city. Why the fuck is my arm starting to like ache and go numb at the same time?
So you ever get slapped hard enough, you get fired into the fucking city from way out in the middle of the fields?
I got smacked by a troll earlier and thrown through 2 trees and a rock, so yeah.
What?
We were playing Valheim.
Oh, Valheim.
Yeah. I was trying to jump away from this troll. He ended up bitch smacking me with his fucking mallet. I went through a tree, that tree knocked down another tree, and then I slammed up against the side of a rock and actually broke some of that rock off too. I survived with 9 health from being hit from 79.
with how foggy it is around my work right now, I'm walking up to the building, but I can barely see the guard shack.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a badass
70 feet away.
I felt like a badass when I got bitch smacked, stood back up, turned around, and shot him in the face with a flaming arrow.
You said, no. Did that hurt? Kratos, no.
Bro, right. He laughs on the ground, around him cracks and rumbles, he lashes out with his tail and slams the Shintar across the battlefield. Spartan appears next to him
Yep.
again, but isn't pure energy. He gets slammed by the Shintar and sent into a building in the city. You can see him get up, blood dripping from a spot in his armor. He blasts off like a bullet, shattering the windows of the building. He slams into the Shintar and they tumble. The Shintar sends him into a mech. Bringing the mech, Spartan is down for the count. So, Scorp, are you like eating popcorn or jacking off while listening? Like, what's going on here? You're being so insanely quiet. It's eerie.
Just being stealthy.
He's jacking off.
Being stealthy head ass, yeah.
He's jacking off.
No, I'm
I
playing
wouldn't
Lara.
doubt it.
Ridezilla tramples the battleground and is attacked by 3 ships at once. He is pushed into the ground but stands up, burning a Slayer as he stands. He destroys the ships. The rest of the team is doing okay, but not overly great as they are tiring. Iron Man does not have his own solo post. He's being included in the
Oh
queue.
shit, my chips fell over.
The Robeast gets up again and readies an
No,
attack.
it was my chips.
A roar can be heard, and the Robeast head has a bright blue laser shoot through it. The Robeast falls,
Say what?
paralyzed.
Yeah, you're good. We're good.
The Robeast falls, paralyzed, and the Black Wolf is standing there.
Right on.
When the smoke clears from the explosion, you see Red, but a lot of things are different. There are scars on his face, looks like battle scars, and that big black cut on his arm for wherein he tested the waterfall can be shown. Something slowly grows behind him. Looks like wings.
Say what? You as well.
Rhea, and Voltage tear into a platoon of Shintar, bearing down on them like a raging wildfire. That is probably the most descriptive thing you have ever posted, Ian.
And it was beautifully written.
Well, sorry, poetically at least. Poetically the most descriptive
it was
thing.
very poetic and very
Oddly.
very pretty.
Bearing down on them like a
I was
raging
like, this is gonna
wildfire
be
of my heart.
Jesus Christ. Continue.
I will as soon as I get through the fucking 80 posts of OOC. 90. 110. 130.
What the fuck?
765. No. The Shintar force retaliates. More troops drop in and the weapons are strong. The Dragon force is batted out of the sky, and Godzilla is triple teamed, making him fall. The rider is tackled and beaten until his jaw falls off and his head cracks. The Black Lion, all alone, is attacked by the Robeast and knocked down. Pinned. Everyone is slowly starting to tire, and the Shintar is starting to win. Everyone is being pummeled and pushed down. There's a rumbling, and a portal opens above them. There's a roar, and the planet has a reverberation.
The planet is awake. It is
Something
alive.
appears out of the portal in gold armor, 3 weapons floating around them. The armor makes a hiss. The faceplate opens and Blaze lets out an ear-shattering blast roar. She drops, free-falling, glowing insanely in a ghostly light. A Slayer swipes at her. But when his hand touches her, his arm is gone. She threw the axe, it comes back and goes through his head, killing him. She blasts forward and tears through 2 Slayers. She throws the hammer and axe in separate directions. They kill a line of Shintar. They blast her with a cannon, she catches the blast, lowering her arm and throwing it back. Damn, she just threw that ass back? Destroying the weapon, she lands and lets out a blood-curdling roar, and her axe appears in her hand. She slams it down and a wave of energy sweeps over the area, vaporizing Shintar. She roars again and her powers spark, and a violent storm appears around her. Skipping all that because Omega only did that one fucking post for all this. Red bursts out of the Shintar tackle, burning the ones that tackled him to ash. The wings fully grow on his back and they light on fire. His tail turns ultra sharp. He opens his eyes are black, and a flame ignites in his eyes. It's the white flame. Okay, so this is where I just ended the fucking RP anyway, since this has been going on for about a month now, and we were all getting tired anyway, and it was close enough to the end. So, The final battle ensues for hours. Each side takes heavy blows, only a few lives being lost for the resistance. In the end, Wolftron was reformed and slayed the Robeast with an array of new weapons provided by Blaze's new weapons. Red unleashed his new power beforehand, slaying almost hundreds at a time. One by one, the Shintar were slaughtered, until the resistance was sure no more were alive. Godzilla bastarded any Shintar corpses he could, taking out the anger of his fallen owner. All of them mourned Anti for a moment, giving praise for his sacrifice. They filled on Blaze and what she had missed, and welcomed her return, awed at her new abilities and powers. They also marveled at Red's newest powers, and thought of ways of implementing it into Wolftron. As they were discussing, the Shintar leader came up from the ground, and together they all defeated him swiftly. Jumanji gave thanks to the brave heroes that had set them free, and to the paladins of Wolftron for being a symbol of hope. Over time, Jumanji was rebuilt, and Anti's tower stood as a monument to the atrocities they had faced. It acted as a war museum. Over time, life returned to normal. Godzilla appeared every now and again, just to fight off another kaiju. The pack knew of his home, but never bothered him. Curator trained heavily with the paladins, learning his wolf inside and out, while also raising Zilla Jr. He had been showing great promise. He had kept a secret to himself of Anti's death. He was going to continue until the time called for it. Rima and Shadow had agreed to have kids and combine their magic to give Shadow some offspring. New pack members were afoot. Which we never actually did let them have full kids until we actually made them fuck. Blaze, which I'm pretty sure was in the middle of a Shintar battle. I'm pretty sure they both got sent through a wall and were just like, fuck it, and fucked into debris.
Like right at the end of the fight, they're like, and time to fuck.
And horny. Blaze and Curator lead the pack side by side, and every time any of them went into town, they were thanked. Whenever one of them showed up, the wrongdoers would cease their crimes and run. The Rider, after killing Legion, took over Hell, and used his army of demons to better the world, giving back souls that had been wrongfully convicted or had been traded in a deal. Amber broke up with Red, the loss of her child being too much to bear after the Shintar threat had passed. She slowly went insane until she killed herself.
You didn't tell me you had Amber kill herself.
I don't remember having Amber kill herself. That's why she's alive right now.
Design flaw. This is not cool.
Advent?
Don't you just love when you learn new things?
By
Then
going
again-
back
then
and reading
again,
old
yeah,
things?
it is. It would be Advent Amra then, because
I'll just say it's Advent
reasons.
Amra. It's fine. It's fine. It's Advent Amra.
it's Advent Amra, and most of the Titans from what I have now are from a different Jumanji. They never fought in the Shintar War, so they don't know.
They buried her in the final battlegrounds. It has been 1 year since the final battle. A statue of the pack and the paladins has been erected. Under it a sign that said, in times of hardship, we can lay down for the gavel or stand up to survive. Never forget the invasion. Everyone, including Zilla, stood in the field, remembering the love, loss, fright, and thrill that the invasion brought. One by one they slowly left until only the pack remained. Blaze looks down at the ground, then looks up. Strange. Curator rests a hand on her shoulder. Never told you my real name, have I? No, you didn't. But I think it's strange. I was revived from my own ashes. And we're just gonna skip that because that's my actual name. Frost and Crystal sit next to Omega. Blaze said, really? Asking Curator if that was his real name. She summons her powers, making them mix. I'm thinking of a new weapon. Curator asks her, like what? She goes, something pointy.
That's a smart ass answer.
The kid Zilla Jr. plays in the background as the cure takes off. Her powers form into a trident. Sword or spear? This. I don't know what to call it. She grabs it and it hums. Cool. Rima lays back, sighing.
Just cool.
Blaze spreads her wings. I think I'm going to go for a fly. Well, don't be too long. She launches up, Spartan and Siri joining her. Spartan looks different. A metal arm. They take off into the distance. Rima sits up and looks around. So, I forgot that's where Spartan got his fucking arm from. He would know that the original Amra is dead.
He his actual arm now, that one was just a mechanical one that was from like halfway down his forearm to his hand.
I think you missed one of the main. I think you missed one of the main parts of the story, bud. Because at one point when Spartan went down, it said that he had lost his arm from a blast.
Yeah, he had lost the lower part of his right arm.
So then he lost the higher
And
part of
then-
his right arm too, and they just gave him a full one.
Fighting Vader, yes.
This dude cannot keep his arm on.
Bro can't catch a break. Leave him alone.
Next, I'm gonna make him lose a little bit of fingers on his left hand.
You do that, and I'm having Spartan castrate Curator
Gotta get past
with a
that
cattle
shield.
prod.
Well, better hurry back, she pats her belly. He hops into the black wolf and takes off. Rima gets up and turns into something fast and takes off. Yada 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 yada.
La-di-da, la-di-da.
And that was the end of the
La-di-da-da.
Shintar Wars. Now! If I'm not...
Scorp, we need thoughts.
If
Scorp,
I'm
we need your thoughts.
About what?
About the fucking thing, dude. Like, damn.
Well, I
You know what?
mean,
Didn't
it's
pay
not the
attention?
weirdest thing for Richter to screw. It just means he's got a corpse under his belt now, too.
No, this Amra is Advent Amra. She's not dead.
I know, I was making a fucking joke.
Ian,
And it was
where
a
the fuck-
dog shit joke.
Richter was a dog shit character!
It really was.
Oh no!
What?
Wait a second. Hold on. No!
Holding.
What?
Fucking. Oh man.
What?
Okay, so the server that Auntie arrived in and Dragmus came back from was
Yeah.
the original Jumanji server.
Yes, we don't have anything from
No.
that.
So, Scorp, after that, it turned out obviously Auntie hadn't died because that is Advent Auntie. He instead ran so fast that he broke a barrier nobody else had before and ended up in such a mirror world that very little things were different. Having
The
built...
fuck was that?
I don't know, I think Ian just shit his pants.
No, that was the door in one of the trailers.
You shit your pants.
Morning. Castle, if I had shit my pants, I would have said, "Oh, that was nasty."
You're just walking around with a turd in your underwear. Oh, that was nasty.
like the fat bastard from.
Oh,
What are you doing in there?
I done shit myself.
yeah.
Goddamn. So Auntie kept himself relatively hidden on that planet and just started collecting materials to build something similar to Wolftron. Nothing with the same power, but something that could help break the dimensional barrier. And ended up
And it
building
was, I believe,
the first Dragmus dragon.
what was it like?
It was the Black Dragon.
It was like, the first Dragmus dragon, and then weren't there the other dragons were on Advent.
The other dragons hadn't been built until after Auntie went back to Advent. And it was like,
Ah.
well, fuck it, let's build more. The dragon
But
was
once he
built
built,
by Titan Spartan.
ooh,
Titan Spartan
Ooh.
helped him collect the materials that he needed for the more magical properties of the dragon.
Oopsie doopsie, I fell in the snake pit.
however, I do not have that as this Spartan's current backstory. It might have been a different Spartan.
Probably. Because I don't think anybody from
So-
that Titan Spartan, from the Titan Jumanji transferred over.
No, we didn't get any from the Titan Jumanji at all. In fact, it was
Then-
rather depressing because we got.
Advent ended up going dormant for a while before coming back again.
Yeah.
Alright, so if I go to... fuck, I can't look from people right now. Shit.
Why? Is it broken? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know what's going on.
weird.
I just can't, like, search up from people, so I'm trying to think.
That's weird.
Blaze, I think it was.
For what?
Yes, it was. It was.
Blaze was also Advent's first Titan in Millennium. because the original Titans had gotten wiped out by some plague that hit the species.
Got it.
Speaking of Castle, I am planning to have when Blaze returns from the Titan homeworld, she's going to be very sick.
I mean, Aruru's back, so Blaze should be back.
Yes.
Okay.
So when I start RPing her, she's going to be extremely sick. Continue, Castle.
I'm looking right now. Give me a second. God damn it, Scorp, you did this to me.
For children. What do you
What did I
mean?
do?
What did you do?
He's been fucking humming it all damn day.
What, the fucking Jurassic Park theme?
Yep. So, Inner Streets, it just starts with Blaze attacking, and it doesn't really go for that long. What was the fight leading up to it?
Was it the scientist that the guy with the bunch of guards?
I think so, but I just remember, what was the one where Auntie finally revealed he had a writer?
Yeah, it was that fight. It was that fight in the streets.
But it's not the Inner
Blaze had been.
Streets. It was before that.
It was part of Inner Streets because he revealed that he still had the rider at that time.
I know, and I
It was,
remember us fighting in the streets, but...
Yeah, we did fight in the streets, and I believe Hulk was also involved.
Maybe?
Was it, hold on, was it the PTSD attack, or was it...
It was the PTSD from seeing somebody she loved just get murdered. But it wasn't actually, it was the Dark Titan.
It was from the Dark Titan, okay, yeah. Then, yeah, that would be it.
But that wasn't that one that I was just looking at is what I'm talking about.
The one where she's attacking some random ass guy and going after him and like ripping his guards apart physically. That was the RP where she had been trapped in an experimentation rig where the guy was trying to figure out the Titan's weaknesses so he could kill them off. Only because of Blaze's biology, she doesn't have many natural weaknesses. Meaning she ended up breaking containment and ripping everyone apart and was in such a mind-boggling rage and fit of like destruction that Hulk had to be called in, Spider-Man had to be called in, a bunch of different people had to be fucking called in.
Nope, not that one. Just Spider-Man talking to another spider. You and Aladdin. Me and Scorp. Scorp, this is where we fought that, Spider-Man fought that giant mech.
Oh.
Actually, that wasn't a bad one. I'll read that one. Currently terrorizing the streets is a large mech sporting a shield and blade, swinging around haphazardly, standing roughly the size of a two-story building and with a rather annoying voice coming over the intercom. Actually, Scorp, if you want to bounce up here and read your lines and I'll read my lines.
What? There were lines?
There were lines.
Yes, there were lines.
You read your post,
What?
I'll read my post.
Where are we at? What day?
1/8/2022 at 8:22 p.m. in the Inner Streets.
Inner Streets during
From your main account, or sorry, your now secondary account.
during what day?
January 8th,
Of this year?
2022. So no.
We're gonna go back a year. Click. Click too far. Oh, the mech!
Yeah, the mech.
I'm the mech. I'm the mech. I'm the mech.
You read all of your posts, and I'll read all of my posts. We'll just go back and forth in order.
Far too
Alright,
easily.
I found the beginning.
right, old man.
We still have
All
another
of my
35
joints just
minutes on this.
popped.
We still have
We
another
do.
35 minutes to nail this 2-hour podcast. Yeah, it took me like 15 minutes to fucking read the final battle of the Shintar Wars.
So after this podcast, are y'all staying in the call with me, or?
Probably, I'll just probably turn back on Cyberpunk until I get tired enough to sleep.
Oh.
Or I might do a spell, I don't know.
Or we can
I
play
don't-
Minecraft.
Gay.
But chatting with boys. Oh, God
Alright,
damn it! Y'all
go
won't
ahead- go
fucking
ahead
talk
and
to
read-
me if you're playing games.
Go ahead and read your... I will too. I will constantly talk about what's going on in my game. They'll be like, what? And I'll be like, my video game. You're like, huh? And I'll be like, my video game.
Yeah, no, you won't talk to me about other things other than the fucking game. Like, oh yeah, what RP plans do we make in the future?
I don't... We'll talk about
Kids
that
who
in a
gets
minute.
more children.
I am actually going to turn Ian down because his background is getting very distracting.
Yes, it
I
is.
apologize.
I actually had
Fuck
to
your
like
background.
mute the desktop audio on the fucking OBS app while I was reading some of that because it was like overpowering my own voice in my own head. No, turn it back up. Alright, Scorp, go ahead and read your first post, buddy.
Just, a large mech, terrorizing the streets, sporting a shield and blade. Doing the whole evil 2-bit thug thing. Swinging it around. Like he's swinging his tiny dick.
Read the
Soon
text
after-
line. Read the text line. Read the text line.
Wait, which text line?
Ha 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 ha, this is worth every cent.
Oh, yeah. I was getting there, you bitch. Overconfident man then proceeds to do the overconfident thing, laugh raucously, and say this is worth every cent. For anyone wondering what that means, Jules made these and he fucking threw them at an auction. They usually went for a couple billion.
Black market. Since been shut down.
Well, supposedly. Jules
You
isn't
whore.
handling it.
You...
Hey, I
Anyway.
mean, come on, I gotta give something for the spider to do.
Anyway.
Why the fuck am I getting Boston with this?
Boston.
Oh no, I was really expecting more of a Kirito, but alright.
Yeah, I don't know why I got here, but I got here. I'd like to see someone even try to stop me now. Invincible. Proceeded to ping antidote about trashy overconfident thug
Okay,
at the ready,
just
and then Spartan came in with about to hurt his feelings.
fuck off with the OOC shit. You know how many OOC messages I skipped in that last final battle? If I had read all of those, we would have still been reading that bitch right now.
No,
wouldn't even
I
gotten
just
to
like the
phase
hashtag I made. I like the hashtag I made. I'm gonna make this a hashtag just for any fucking hero to come for.
A voice comes out from a little odd side of the mech. Oh boy, if I had a nickel, and Spider-Man crawls into the view of the eyes.
Voice gets a little bit surprised here. Eh? The hell are you? Get off my no toy!
Well, I would, but you're kind of wrecking stuff, man. Any chance you can, like, not do that?
And not use my new toy? Bad chance, kid. Now bug off. Proceeds to try and swat the kid off the eye.
Which he promptly webs the hand and uses the swinging motion to stick to the back of the hand. Kid? Excuse me, it's Spider-Man, as an adult.
Yeah, well, you talk like a child.
You talk like a Boston bitch.
Fuck you. I'll get Joyzy on this.
No, you get the Joyzy out of this.
Still waiting on the next line there, bud.
Hand swings down, trying to squash the little spider boy on a nearby building.
And apparently Cinder and Dash shit on a roof nearby, just watching, not doing shit.
Yeah,
That sounds like fun.
they just watched for this because
Apparently.
they're like, yeah, he has it. He has it.
Spider-Man flips to the other side just in time. Says the guy smashing things like a child.
This coming from the child that isn't in a giant mech. And another attempt to squash the child.
Cinder says he's just playing with his food. Dash says Antidote would have yelled at us by now, kinda, making me jealous. Give me a second, I need another beverage.
Antidote really would have fucking yelled at them about playing with their food. It's like, take it down already, shit.
Still not
Rocket
sponsored.
plays with all of his food. That's because he's got fucking cat as some of the first instincts he got.
Spider leaps up and lands on the building. side of the building, sticking to a window. How old are you? You're like a bully who can't accept someone's older than him.
You know what? Fuck it. Sword. Proceeds to draw the sword and swing at the spider and the building.
Whoa, slow your roll! He sends out a web grenade that forces the sword to stop moving as the blade becomes connected to another building. Just trying to chat, man.
The time for talk is over. Now is the time to push random buttons. For anyone that gets the reference, yes, it's that. I just watched the movie. Actually, I think I was watching the movie at this time, and that scene hit, and I was like, "That's perfect."
I don't know what movie
That's
you're
playful.
talking about, but okay.
Sonic.
Ow.
Robotnik
Yeah.
literally just went, "The time for talk is over. Now is the time to push random buttons."
Yeah, I got about halfway through that movie before my internet cut out, and then I went back the next day to watch it, and the Paramount Plus subscription had expired, and we were getting it from a friend, so we said, well, fuck, never got to watch it.
Yeah, no, I don't have that. I literally just stole it from the internet.
I'm sorry, Scorp, are you admitting to pirating
Admitting to
right now?
piracy?
I'm admitting to streaming it.
Alright, boys, we got him.
Admitting to piracy?
I did not download anything. I did not make money off of it. I
The
just
4-year-long con is over.
Wait, what do you mean 4 year? I haven't known you
Gentlemen,
4
we
years.
got
Have I known you 4 years?
Damn near, dude. You were still one of the first server members.
Neat. Anyways, random buttons got pushed. The mech swung its shield at Spidey, and then stumbled a bit due to the sword's current predicament.
Spidey leaps again, doing the same trick to the shield and the building it hit, landing back on the face. Dude, you suck at this. God, you're such a kid.
Mech let go of sword, goes to take swing at Spidey, just going for a crushy crush, even if it dents the head.
Again, leaping off at the last second, he webs the hand to the giant head. Why you hitting yourself?
Stupid fucking child, this is brand new, you ruining the paint job! Another swing from the other hand as the shield detaches, aiming it right at Spidey.
Again, you're the oof! This time he's hit, slamming through the glass of another nearby building.
It sounded a little bit Robloxy there, bud.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you want me to do? I'm reading the words as they come.
Why are you making the words come?
Ooh.
Wait, hold on,
Dumb kid.
wait, hold on, wait, hold on, wait.
Hold on to what? My fat schmeedy cock?
Bro, we know you ain't got one.
Alright, go ahead.
Dumb kid.
I think that
Proceeds
was
to use
one.
free hand to start ripping off webs, grabbing sword and shield again, then heading towards where Spider-Man landed. Few $1 million is worth the investment.
God, you're such a child! He launches out of the broken window and webs the face, blocking out the view screen.
Come on, that costs an arm and a leg to replace. Which, yes, Jules did not let anyone look at the stuff. He was the only one allowed to work on it, meaning he could charge whatever the fuck he wanted. Sometimes it was literal body parts. Begins to swing wildly with the sword, aiming at whatever is nearby while using the shield hand to try and clear away the webs.
How much does it take to replace the arm and the leg, then? Without the pilot being able to see, he webs up the legs to other buildings, using multiple web bombs. If they tried to move, they'd trip and fall.
Too many zeros!
No, I'm
Make another
sorry.
wild-
Hold on. I really like that. That costs an arm and a leg to replace. Well, then how much does it take to replace the arm and leg?
Too many zeros.
It's really good. I like that one.
It
is pretty
Maybe a
good.
little too good because you're giggly about it.
Then make
It's
another
also-
wild swing, then
It's also 5
fall
a.m. What do you
forward and
expect?
just go crap.
Timber!
Slowly falls, leaves a huge crater in the ground, more than likely exposing some sewer systems and a very big crack in the glass. I don't have insurance on this, you stupid kid.
He flips down in front of the head and slams his fist into the crack, trying to break it more, says the kid, throwing a tantrum.
Pretty big crack already. He just shatters at this point. Not Jules' finest work, it was made for mass production and just idiots. And you're just a kid about to be Swiss cheese. He had a gun aimed at the kid.
Not a kid.
Yeah, no, this
Normal
Spider-Man's
gun,
like
but still.
25, but yeah. He just
Yeah, it's still
sways to the
child.
right, dodging the bullet easily. Swiss cheese? Really? God, even your jokes are childish. He webs the gun and yanks it away, then webs the kid out too.
And it's just a middle-aged dude in a black skin tight suit. Put me down, you bastard. I'll have my vengeance.
Give me a second, Josh texted me.
Fuck Josh. Put your
Actually,
dick in him.
Nope. Nope. I
Just
just
shove it all up in there.
Nope. I'm good, thanks. No.
Get all sorts of anal with him.
Did you do the voice line?
Yeah.
Alright. No, you'll have a prison sentence. I know they kind of rhyme, but there's a big difference.
As if I'll stay there for that. And then, you know, an attempt to headbutt.
He holds him out as far as he can, like an angry cat. Headbutt? Seriously?
Just continuing to flail and squirm in an attempt to hit him. Not really doing anything.
Alright, I'm done. He shoots an odd device at the man's chest and lets him fall to the ground.
They continue struggling until they hit the ground.
The device on their chest beeps, and he's yanked back to the ground. Tripwire webs.
He never actually got back up. He just kind of hit the ground and stopped struggling.
Yeah, fuck it, he tried getting up. I made it happen. I am the god of this
Just
world.
kept struggling, then just gave up, out of shape, out of breath, sufficiently beaten. Mech's still there.
Yeah, cops are gonna have to clean that up. Sorry about your money, dude. Guess you should have done something cool, not childish.
Man's just there, out of breath. And then comes the failsafes, which is just a chibi version of my fucking character on a screen, just, you know, wrecking shit.
Hi, who are you?
Oh man, I forgot that they did just a little fucking dance.
Yeah.
Cinder does some shit.
Yeah, Cinder and Dash just leave.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah,
good
and
leads.
then the images just say defeat of owner of NPM 13. System data is going to be purged. Components fried. The defeat does have a premium, meaning that guy had to pay. Jules just likes adding insult to injury. It's like, you got defeated, you're probably in jail, you still owe me money. If it's a death sentence, I can get my money. Max spasms, arcs with electricity, no damage to the surrounding areas, but inner workings, fried, joints blocked. Does ask Spider-Man to just be like, hey, could you dispose of this NPM? It's got a radioactive system that just cracked. Oh, I forgot that there's supposed to be 8-bit chibi sprites.
Really hope that the cops get here faster. And then a lot of skipping and a lot of skipping. And that's the end of the story.
Yeah. What came after this?
A little bit more Jules shit, actually.
Really? What was the next Jewel shit?
I don't know. I'm skipping all of it because I'm trying to get to this one. Here it is.
Is it?
Oh yeah, there's the Jewel shit. Okay, I know what happened next. I
Heaven-
remember what
Find the one
happened.
RP.
Heavens, no, I didn't. I don't think this is the right one because it's mainly just Spider-Man versus Blaze, but Auntie never fucking goes sicko mode. So
Well, just continue it and see where it goes.
yeah, I'm gonna read it anyway. Hey Scorp, do you want to do Spartan's lines for him since he's at work?
He's
What
not
are
allowed to
Spartan's
do those
lines?
because
What?
He's not
It's
allowed to do them.
Blah 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 blah.
by
blah,
power
blah,
of
blah.
server
No.
owner invested in me.
By power of fuck you, he's not allowed to read my character's lines. Just read them yourself.
Yeah, let's be real here. I'd give them a funny voice.
Yeah, it'd be
He
perfect.
give me an outright fucking retarded voice. I'm not allowing that for my character.
Okay, first off, no, I create accents as I read.
Joke's on you, I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
it'd
it
be a
too. Have
retarded
you
ass
beat up
voice.
the street?
Like,
I'm
if we're
gonna
being honest, when I
fucking-
read Avery's lines, I give her a southern drawl.
Actually, that's kind of accurate, I'm not gonna lie.
What, for Avery?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sorry, she was based on a real person, wasn't she?
A little bit.
Yes, she was.
And then Ketsu's over here just railing that every day.
Lucky motherfucker.
Speaking of, we are not going to talk about that in the event that somebody finds this.
What, that...
Heaven speeds up the street, dodging around Blaze's attacks, which were getting faster and faster. One slams down in front of her and she dodges to the side, right where Blaze was. She swipes and dodges under the strike. Continuously playing music, dubstep coming from somewhere on her, a very loud speaker. She slides to a stop and then backtracks, making Blaze stumble and slam into a parked car. There's a golden blur with lightning that speeds past and slams Blaze back down on the car, with a slight bit of webbing. Spider-Man lands in front of her on the car. You know, I've seen less damage from a man-sized rhino. You really got some power in you, Blazy. She steps forward away from the car, snarling. Her weapons form up around her. Oh, so back to battle then? She turns and blasts a wave of fire at him. He flips backwards, whipping the car hood at...
Pause really quickly. Really quickly. When he says, oh, so back to battle then, I imagine his eye slits getting really big.
Well, obviously. He flips backwards, webbing the car hood as he does, curling behind it like a shield. The fire hits it as he lands, and he launches it at her, which is just straight up like I'm pretty sure an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man move. Yeah.
It is.
She holds up her hand and it stops. That's cheating! It sails to the side as she then blasts air at him. He was on the ground, full spider pose. His suit billows slightly, but he stays put. I am being blown the fuck up.
By who?
Shahad and Josh.
Why is Shahad blowing you up now?
Because I texted her first asking how her vacation was, and she's having a panic attack about having to get on a plane that keeps getting delayed more and more.
Oh no.
Yeah. Josh is also going to join soon, but there's only 18 minutes left on this podcast, so we might do a third one tonight, boys.
Alright, bet.
I'm down. I'm down.
It has to be the last one, though, because these are going to come out 3 weeks apart. Like, we don't need this many prepped.
No, just release them all at once.
My poor hard drive.
I would like to get as many prep as we can because of, yeah.
My poor hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, after this, we'll record episode 0.
Okay.
What's episode 0?
It is the intro to us in the podcast.
Oh, okay, so these are all being recorded out of order.
Well, no, this is going to be episode 2. The last one's going to be episode 1. Episode 0 will be the intro. That's the only one that's going to be out of order.
Yeah.
Start running, Laura.
That's cheating!
Start running, Kevin.
It sails to the side as she then blasts air at him. Suit billows, but he stays put because, you know, spider stickiness. She starts to spread ice toward him. This would pose a serious problem with the wind at him. He lets go for a split second, webbing the ground, floating in the air due to the wind. Jesus, be nice! Hey, Gwen! She flips down. Gwen flips down.
Wait, can't he stick to ice too?
Yeah, but it's still
Like,
frostbite.
he can stick to sheer surfaces.
Yeah.
Yes, but with a Titan's ice, it is like almost
I don't want to go on a snake pit.
instantaneous frostbite if they are angry.
Yeah. Also,
Blaze is
it's just
very
cold.
angry.
Gwen flips down, fully suited, and slams her foot into Blaze's face, which makes Blaze spin, grabbing Gwen's foot and slamming her onto the ground and then the other way. Then again, this time adding enough lightning to destroy a car, throwing her. She gets hit from something unseen, a blur of yellow lightning. She gets hit a couple more times, then thrusts her hand forward and grabs a hold of Savannah's face and yanks, then slams her down into the ground too. Gwen's foot slips out.
3 spiders against Blaze, and she was fucking beating 2 of them.
However, Gwen's foot slips out before the second swing, like it crawled from her hand. She does a few flips backwards, coughing. Ow. Pete lands next to Gwen. You alright? She responds with broken rib. Blaze throws Savannah right into Gwen, only for another Gwen to drop down and catch her.
Yes, for people watching, we have the multiverse theory fully in effect for the server.
But specifically Gwen, there's like 8 of them around.
Yeah, it is oddly enough just Gwen.
Been like 30
There's
throughout
like-
time.
There's like a couple different duplicated characters here and there, but
And sometimes
we
they're
don't
not
talk
even
about that.
sometimes they're not even named Gwen. Sometimes they're like Dash or Jane or like
Savannah. Savannah is basically Antidote, but a woman and a lot weaker.
Which fucking number am I supposed to put down?
Continue.
She throws Savannah into Gwen, only for another Gwen to drop down and catch her, sliding back towards them. You guys good? Savannah responds with, I'll need to see a chiropractor and a combat medic, but I think so. Pete speaks up. New plan. Keep up distance. Web attacks and throwables. Cinder drops next to Blaze and dodges a punch, landing one, dodging another, and then getting punched aside. She slams into another parked car, but gets up quickly. Blaze's lip was bloody. Cinder didn't hold back with that punch. Pete speaks up
No,
again.
Cinder really didn't hold back with that punch because all the spiders have full ability to one punch knock out the Hulk.
Yep. Don't you fucking forget it.
Blaze fucking tanked it and said no.
That goes for everyone, damn it! He launches a thick web ball at Blaze. Thick. Thorsies. Thick. Thick. That's the proper way to pronounce the KKK, by the way.
No.
I had a running joke in high school where all my friends and I were the cool kids club spelled with all K's.
This is bad. The government's going to
Shut up,
come
snakes.
after.
Blaze spins
Could-
and incinerates the webs with her eye lasers. Gwen, your Gwen, Spartan's Gwen, jumps up and fires
Yeah.
webs at her, and Savannah sprints around her, not as fast as she would like, trying to focus and also fires webs. Pete fires another impact web. My Gwen side flips onto a building, firing web balls. Blaze was blocking various ones with elements, but it was starting to take effect. She wraps herself in fire. It was the Dark Titans attack that I think Auntie revealed that he still had a rider.
It was not.
I think it was.
I don't think so, Castle.
No, because Blaze got a PTSD attack from somebody got a PTSD attack from watching Auntie kill one of the Dark Titans, thinking that it was one of our Titans.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the Titan War. It was a Dark Titan. I just don't remember which channel it was in. I know it was somewhere in the city, but I'm not sure where in the city it was. And without being able to look up my own fucking name right now, I can't find it.
Thanks, Discord.
Yeah, it's being a piece of shit.
Continue.
After this episode, I will restart my computer and see if Discord will start working.
Okay.
Blaze was blocking various ones with elements, but it's starting to take effect. She wraps herself in fire. A red and yellow suited female lands in front of Blaze, and Blaze blasts fire on them. Only for them to sprint up through it and punches Blaze, and goes to do it again, only for Blaze to catch the fist and push and twist to the side. She punches Blaze again, full force, and Blaze doesn't flinch. She squeezes and then punches the woman in the stomach, making her lift off the ground, then slams her on the ground. Then swings her like a baseball bat into Savannah, who is sprinting past a punch and web, sending Savannah tumbling, and then slams the woman on the ground and bounces her, then kicks her into a vehicle. Blaze turns and blasts fire and electricity at Spider-Man, who barrel rolls over it, whipping a pothole at her as he does. Manhole cover. Not just a pothole. He doesn't just find a hole in the street and whip it. Manhole cover.
He
At
just
her as he
fucking
does.
moves the pothole through the ground at her.
I knew he was strong, but goddamn. Blaze uses her hammer and smacks it aside, hurling her spear at him. He flipperoos over it and web shots at her, and goes, okay, I get the point.
Aha. We're having way too much fun with this.
Pete is my fuck around and find out with jokes character, and that was just... You can't tell me that isn't a perfect Spider-Man line. He gets a spear thrown at him, and he goes, okay, I get the point. Perfect Spider-Man line. Marvel
Perfect
101.
reference. Marvel 101. Spider-Man's a dick with his jokes.
Do you
But
agree,
also
Scorp?
is hilariously funny.
Yeah.
Alright. She blocks the web ball with fire again. She slams her tail on the ground, and Gwen, your Gwen, who had jumped over her, gets slammed to the ground by wind, and then smacked away by Blaze. There's a surge of energy, and Blaze turns towards it, recognizing it almost instantly. Up the street a bit, Darkus stands, glaring at her. Blaze's weapons appear up next to her, forming up. Darkus' own weapons appear, exact copies, but completely black. My Gwen walks up to Peter and goes, who's that? With a nice, hefty response of, I have no fucking clue. Blaze crackles with energy, white energy, and quintessence. Darkest crackles with black energy, an almost black sub. You even edited this and you still didn't fix subitance.
Substance.
Subitance.
Okay, whatever. Continue,
Substance.
fucker.
Pete goes, but let's maybe not exactly get in the middle. Keep up the distance, web attacks. Right, gotcha. And Gwen webs to a wall. Darkest advances, firing eye lasers. Blaze dodges to the side and blasts lightning. They both close in on each other until they fully clash, weapons flashing and punches thrown. Pete fired a few webs under Darkest's legs to hit Blaze's. It would only slow Blaze down enough for Darkest to make a very decisive punch right to Blaze's jaw, and then to her stomach, launching her backwards. Pete flips up and over Darkest, sending web shots at Blaze to try and pin her. From a few feet above Blaze, Gwen does the same thing. My Gwen. Blaze tumbles, then gets webbed, only to thrash and then catch fire. Pete yells out, "Keep hitting her!" He starts firing a continuous web line, as does my Gwen. Blaze, while on fire, slams a hand in the ground, and the ground under them and the building shake almost violently. She breaks free. Auntie grabs her from behind, lifting her up. Now! Rex, go, go, go! He pops out of an alley with clones behind him, and they fire stun rounds at her, only for the ground in front of her to slam upwards, and she rotates in his grip, burning him badly. She breaks from his grip and her weapons spear down toward him. He jumps up and Auntie jumps up and kicks Flip off her chest, dodging the weapons, his suit now having a decent bit of gray marks on it. She turns around and gives chase, to be blindsided by Darkest, who she then chases after. Auntie falls to his knees. Rex runs up to him. You okay, General? Ow. They run back up the street. Blaze makes a move to catch...
Just the fucking ow.
They run back up the street. Blaze makes a move to catch Darkest, who just jumps and fires straight down with a blast of energy, slamming Blaze into the ground. Do it now. He fires one of his trank arrows, landing firmly in the side of Blaze's neck. This arrow would also release a power nullifier. Rex yells open fire, and 5 clones, including Rex, start shooting stun rounds. She starts to get up, powers not having been completely nullified quite yet. Lets out a very broken roar, and powers herself. The ground shakes until the first stun wave, and then her powers drop out in tank. Then the next wave, and she drops. Motion at the end of the street, and a group of men in armor and one not in armor start walking toward them, similar to clone armor, but there were 3 times as many this squad. Mortal Spartan lands with Spartan, and the demigod checks Blaze over. Well, she'll be fine. Her heart rate is relaxing. Yada yada yada. Okay, no, this is important. That was the point. Put her in the cell in the castle until after the trial. I have to find that guy who imprisoned our captor and deal with this. Spartan goes, I'll handle this. Hey guys, come on and help me get her on the gurney and strap her down. He props her up, his mortal counterpart steps forward and 6 armors drop in next to him. He makes a barrier wall in front of the new guys. How can I help you? Question mark man goes, I believe that one killed several of our workers. Turn her over to us for processing. Spartan replies, not gonna happen. Not until I see all the chips on the table. NPC, then you'll be terribly sorry of that. We've been studying the Titans for a while and have found they are only so strong. I myself have been modified to their level. If I have to push you out of my way, I will. The Titan King looks at Antidote. If you need to go, then do so. I'll help with the mess. Darkest was behind Spartan, his armors. Spartan snaps his fingers and his armors move to defensive stances, and he steps forward to talk. The man holds his hand up casually, and his men move to a very relaxed stance, and he steps forward to speak with Spartan, whom was about 8 inches shorter. Spartan says, you aren't getting past. And he pulls the weapon off his back. The question mark man goes, want to bet? Spartan's weapon unfolds into its large minigun state. He pulls it around to fire and gets slammed aside by the man's fist, making him tumble violently into the side of the car, which overturns from the force and slams Spartan through the wall behind it. Suddenly, there's a blade to the man's throat.
That entire punch was fucking personal. That punch hit Spartan so hard it cracked several bones.
I want hot wings. I have hot wings upstairs. Yay! I'm not high, I swear. I'm just hungry.
Honestly, same. I might go eat.
Suddenly, there's a blade to the man's throat. A gust of wind pushes past him as Auntie is revealed. Your workers? So you took her then? Easy, bud. We didn't take her. A subclass of us did. Darkest places a hand on Blaze. No darkness antidote. He is mine. Her tone was dark, and she slowly advances. No, he's not. He's the Republic's. And seeing as how part of your organization kidnapped, imprisoned, and tortured an Avenger/diplomat/general of the Republic, and how you just personally attacked another Avenger, you are under your arrest, and your company will be shut down. Says the NPC man. He gently pushes Antidote's blade aside. How about a deal? You kill her off, we cease everything we do effective immediately. Darkus responds with counter deal. You and me fight. If you lose, your organization gets disbanded, and every one of your people is jailed for life. If you win, then we kill her. The man raises a brow. A businesswoman. You say you've replicated Titan strength? I'd like to see it.
This poor guy. This poor guy.
Go
I
with
remember when
me.
this went.
I'd be more than happy to, he cracks his knuckles. Tell you what, I'll let you get the first shot. I'm going to enjoy this. Before I kill her, I'm going to have my way with her. Darkus's face darkens. He cocks back his arm and throws a punch at her. It connects and causes a shockwave. Darkus hadn't even moved. You call that the strength of a Titan? Even a low level hits far harder than that. He punches again. She catches his fist, slowly wrenching it to the side. I'll show you a real punch. She brings her arm back and throws a nasty punch to his stomach, making him vomit almost instantly and sending him tumbling. As for almost killing a teammate of mine, and for threatening the one who brought me to exist. The clones take Blaze away. Darkus raises her hand toward the rest of the men. I advise surrender. I can't guarantee you'll survive me. And her hand starts to absorb light. Anti leaps in between them, slamming a sword into the ground, cracking it. His black crystals rose up from the cracks, separating the groups. Enough! You lot are under arrest, and you, Darkus, leave. Your job is done. Antidote is an intimidation tactic. The men in front of them glance at each other, then open fire. Darkus lifts her arm in the ground between them, and Antidote slams up to defend herself and Antidote. Gonna break some legs. But, however, the gram she slammed up was useless as his crystals weren't affected by the bullets. I'm tired of the fighting of this and the destruction. I already have enough to clean up. This is over. More crystals come up and wrap around the enemies, trapping them in a giant black cube. Darkus sighs. Don't get snippy, Antidote. Otherwise, if you call the Titans, won't help. He responds with, they aren't the only powerhouses out there.
Yes, but they're the only ones willing to listen to Antidote.
Not true.
That you believe.
That will actually back him up indefinitely. However, if they have a standoff argument with him, yeah, no, they're gonna hold a grudge.
Again, still not
It will
true,
be
though.
a mild grudge. It will be a mild grudge.
Yeah, this isn't Thowens. They're willing to help if he makes it worth their while.
I'm, again, still not even that. Fucking, y'all are forgetting. I have Supergirl and the Hulk.
There's also the Cybertronians.
Anthrax, who are actually pretty chill. Continuing, what's going on?
That was it. That was the end of it.
Oh.
Was it?
Okay.
Was it Darkstorm?
No! Darkstorm, what? What are you looking for now?
It was in City Circle. I found it. I found it. It was in City Circle, not Inner Streets.
Continue, my sir.
Yeah, about that. We got 2 minutes till the podcast is over. I'm not reading this story, but
We will catch it up maybe next time.
honestly, Ian, for this one, I would actually like to have you read your parts because I actually enjoyed having Scorp read his parts a lot more than me reading them.
Well, it'll take me a minute because I gotta get my bins clear first.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta
I'm
get my load area.
We're not gonna do it. We're
No.
not gonna do it anytime soon. I would say like tomorrow before you go
Oh,
into
no,
work.
I can-
That way you actually have time.
Oh, I can read it. See?
Let's do that later anyway, because like I said, we have about 30 seconds. So, thank you all so very much for coming to this podcast. I do hope you enjoyed the stories. There are plenty more that we will probably be going over in later episodes. Hopefully not every episode is going to be 2 hours long, because holy fucking shit. It was just by the time we finally started the stories, we were already 40 minutes in. So, please don't dox my Discord and shit. Don't blow me up. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Don't make me make a new one. I will personally come to your house and seize your nuts in my hand and twist until they pop off.
Yeah, he doesn't need a third,
That is-
people.
Oh
Or
yeah,
he could send somebody, or he could send somebody else completely different, completely anonymous.
but I want to do it
We
myself.
have connections.
Uh,
But we
yeah.
have connections, Castle.
Yes, I know a vigilante. Actually, I know a few.
So do I.
We know a few.
We know a few dozen.
Anyway, thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you will come back for another one for our bullshit ass story ramblings of multiversal madness. And hopefully Scorp will come up with a better fucking intro next time, but doubt it.
Indeed.
Hey, come on, everyone loves making dicks.
Yeah, I'll come up with the fucking intro next time. Jesus.
Bye.